Okay, welcome back. This is part 2 of our lecture on Bob Dylan's Lily Rosemary and the Jack of Hearts. I am Wu Xianfeng, Jason Grenier. We have listened to the song already, and if you are watching this lecture, you will need to listen to the song for yourself. So please search, do an online search for Lily Rosemary and the Jack of Hearts by Bob Dylan. You should be able to find this lovely Vimeo file. It's got good sound quality, and of course you can read along with the lyrics that are available on the e-learning platform. Again, that document is right here. Song lyrics here. Quick Google search for Lily Rosemary and the Jack of Hearts. You can listen to the song at your location. Now we're going to start talking about these lyrics here. We start, as always, at the beginning with the first verse here. The festival was over, and the boys were all planning for a fall. All right, remember, we're thinking about characters, the main characters, and we're thinking about two crimes here. The festival was over. What does that mean if something's over? Finished, right? 结束了. It's finished, so it's ended. Now, the boys were planning for a fall. We are introduced here at the beginning to the boys. Do you think, are these main characters? I asked you to think about the main characters. Who are the main characters? Let's back up. The title has 3, right? We've got Lily, we've got Rosemary, we've got Jack. Who's the 4th one? Big Jim, right. So those are the big 4, right? Lily, Rosemary, Jack, and Big Jim. Those are the 4. Now, we meet the boys. So the boys are not the main characters here, but they are going to be important. And right at the beginning, we hear that the boys are planning something. We know what planning means. You have some objective. You have something you want to do, something you want to get, and you think of a think of a way to get it, right? So they're planning something. They're planning for a fall. Now, I've thought about this. I've been thinking about this song for many years because I think it's such a great song. I've been sharing it with students for many years. I don't think this is the season. All right? This is not autumn, right? This is not. So what could it mean? Well, there's a couple of things. I think it could mean somebody's downfall. It could be a short, abbreviated, short-form way of referring to somebody's downfall. We know what it means when someone has a downfall. So a powerful person loses their position. We could go over here. All right. So there's, a millionaire loses all her money, or a president loses his power, or the king loses the throne. Like this, a powerful person comes crashing down, and often other people bring him or her or them down. Right? Often the cause is outside. It could be your own downfall. Drugs could be your downfall. You know what I mean? You have everything, and then you do cocaine and lose it. You know what I mean? But often it's like people will try to bring you down. So it could be this, somebody's downfall. It also could mean a windfall. A windfall means sudden money coming in. All right? Give me an example. What would be a windfall for you today? You leave class and someone say found money. Maybe you go to unlock your bicycle and there's $1,000 on the ground, and you pick it up and you look around and you wait. It's yours, but actually, in Taiwan, you got to take it to the police station, right? The law says in Taiwan, if you find money, you have to take it to the police. Anyway, I think for most people, it's a windfall, right? So it means like sudden money coming in. So I think that it's one of these things, or maybe both. Okay, but fall here does not mean the season. It does not mean autumn. I think it's one of these two things, probably. Anyway, that makes sense as we move through the song. Now, the cabaret, we know this is the nightclub, right? This is where it takes place. The cabaret is quiet now because the festival's over, it's finished. Except there's a drilling in the wall. So what does this sound like? Come on. Some of you are from Taipei. I used to live in Taipei. So imagine, it's Saturday morning, it's 7:30 a.m., you're looking to sleep in, but no, what do you hear? Right, someone's making a hole, right? We all know the sound of a drill. Okay, so there's Someone is drilling a wall somewhere, and the sound, you can hear this, all right? The drilling in the wall. The curfew had been lifted, the gambling wheel shut down. So we get the sense here, we know there was a festival, but the festival is finished. And it's quiet again, and now there's no more curfew, and now there's no more gambling. So we get the sense that something was happening, but now life is getting back to normal, right? Normal life is continuing. No more gambling, no more curfew, whatever. This is an interesting line. Anyone with any sense had already left town. We need to think about this. What does this mean? Anyone with any sense. Sense. We're talking about common sense here, right? So what does it mean? Anyone with any sense. Anyone with common sense. It means anyone who is not completely... We have to think about kind of backwards here. If you have common sense, you're not... Give me one word answer. If I say you have common sense, it means you're not stupid. Exactly. It means anyone who's not stupid is what this means. So it means anyone who's not stupid had left town. So now we need to think about that. Why would all the people who are not stupid leave a place? Only the stupid people stay. All the people who are not stupid leave the place. What does that mean? Why would all the people who are not stupid leave a place?
The place is not safe.
It's not safe. Something bad is going to happen. And if you have any common sense, you can feel it somehow. You know it. Okay? So this is a very interesting line. Go around the corner here. So, anyone who is not stupid has left. And we get out of here maybe because there's a feeling, maybe something dangerous is coming. I think that's what it means. So this, what do we call that? When we talk about literature and stories, anyone know what we call this device? Giving us a clue that something is going to happen later, but not telling us directly. Anyone know a word? We call this foreshadowing. This is a good word to know. Does that make sense in Chinese? Yeah? Okay, so we get this a lot in movies and literature, right? It's a way that the creator, the writer, or the filmmaker lets the audience know something's going to happen. I'm not going to tell you what yet, but something's coming. And we get the feeling, okay, something is going to happen in this town, in this cabaret, right? This is an example, a great example, I think, of foreshadowing. Back over here. Okay, so we could put that here. We call that foreshadowing, giving us a hint that something is going to happen, but not telling us what. Because if we know too much, we're not going to stay till the end, right? If we think we know what's going to happen, we're not interested anymore. So this catches our interest and makes us aware something's going to happen, but doesn't tell us. And now, he was standing in the doorway looking like the Jack of Hearts. So we imagine now we've got someone standing over here in the doorway looking like the Jack of Hearts. This is a very interesting way to describe a character because we need to use our imagination. But it's a familiar image because everyone's played cards at some point in their life. So everyone knows what that looks like. So what does he mean? What does Bob Dylan mean? If someone looks like Jack of Hearts, let's go to the picture. Wait, okay. Where are we? Okay, here we are. So what do you think this means? He looks like the Jack of Hearts. Say it louder.
Very cool.
Cool looking guy. I'd go along with that. Yeah. What else? let's think about the other cards. We've got a jack and a queen and a king, right? So do you think the jack is older than the king or younger than the king? I think younger, right? What else? The heart. There's 4 suits in cards, right? There's diamonds, there's hearts, there's spades, and there's clubs. Bob Dylan picked the heart. So what's that a symbol of? Love, sure. What else? Kind of Bruno Mars, the rose petals in the bathtub. Romance, right? I get the feeling sort of a romantic figure, right? What else? What about the clothes? Fancy clothes, I'd go along with that, sure. Like dandy even style, right? So dress in a dandy style. What's this? It's an axe, technically. It's an axe. What's an axe for? You can cut a tree, right? You go outside and cut the tree. The school would not be happy, but you could cut a tree with an axe. What else could you do with an axe? You chop someone's head off, couldn't you? So it's a tool, yeah, but it could also be a weapon, right? What else can we see here? You know, the hair, we got some style going on here. Look at this little mustache, right? We got the little handlebar mustache. It takes some time to do that, right? The hair, the nice curl of the hair here. The guy took some time on his appearance, it looks like. So I think we can put all that together and get a picture of a character here. What could we say about Jack? Well, jump up here. What could we say? I think we could say things like younger than the king. Right? We could say, you know, kind of get the idea of handsome and stylish. Right? Well-dressed. We said the heart is the romantic figure, right? I sometimes when I think of it, maybe, because you'll see later, maybe like sort of a playboy, ladies' man. We could say that. Well, romantic, what we said, playboy. We also say that like a ladies' man. Same idea. We can use those like same way, right? And the axe maybe suggests that he's armed. Armed means you have a weapon, right? And of course, if somebody is armed with a weapon, he or she is dangerous, right? Somebody got a weapon, then he or she is dangerous, sure. So that's a lot, right? That's a lot of information. We know something about the age and the style and the behavior and what all that from just this. This is what Bob Dylan's good at. He's the best at it. Getting us to see things, imagine things, and see pictures with just a few words. He is just so good at it. So when you tell me that somebody stands in the doorway looking like the Jack of Hearts, that is the kind of thing that I'm thinking right away. Younger than the king, handsome, stylish, well-dressed, romantic, ladies' man, armed, dangerous. Which makes for an interesting character, right? How many people you know like this? You know anybody? If you do, he's probably one of the more interesting people in your family or your neighborhood, right? Most people not like this. We get a sense right away. This is a special character, right? And you will see that the Jack of Hearts comes up in every verse in this song. How many verses are in this song? 12 or something? I don't know. It's a long song, right? But Jack appears in every verse. Most important character in the whole story. We're going to stop right there for today, and we'll continue this, in your case, next week, next Friday, same time, same place, right here. And for the people online, please watch the third part of our lecture where we'll continue our discussion of this song.